So breaking news, MUFON, Mutual UFO Network, to unveil astonishing UAP material test results at its symposium coming in July. Very interesting story here, provided by PR Newswire. This comes from their YouTube page. Mutual UFO Network is an all-volunteer nonprofit 501c3 charitable corporation and the world's oldest and largest civilian UFO investigation and research organization. They have a symposium coming 2024, MUFON International Symposium, the Battle for UFO Transparency, July 11th through the 14th in Irving, Texas. And they have a huge announcement, supposedly. Interesting story. Thanks for being here.
Chris Lehto, welcome to LehtoFiles.
Okay, super interesting. And what is being called the most important UAP-related presentation MUFON has ever made. That is a pretty bold statement. MUFON's been around since 1969. It's the oldest and largest UFO organization, what they deem themselves. Chris Mellon said there was over 200,000 reports to MUFON. I talked to Robert Powell. He actually worked for MUFON investigating. So that is a pretty bold statement. The most important UAP-related presentation they've ever made. Amazing. So the Mutual UFO Network will reveal details about a UAP materials case it recently received from Russia in an exclusive live event on Saturday, July 13th, 2024 at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So they will live stream it. Super exciting. The case will be presented both in person and via live stream at MUFON's annual symposium, revealing the story behind mysterious materials delivered to the home of a Russian UFO investigator with evidence of a cover-up. And they have evidence of the cover-up just on their own. Tests by Russian labs, later corroborated by MUFON's own U.S. lab, confirmed the material is of unknown origin. Unknown origin. So unknown origin, I guess, meaning that the manufacturing process is not understood, like how it could be created. They can usually tell by the isotopic ratios, what's actually in the material, where it was manufactured, and for what purpose. But let's see. While virtually any material can be identified by its components from the periodic table, unknown combinations or isotopic ratios can often point to a mysterious origin of samples. In this case, 90% of the sample is made of materials that labs were unable to identify. So that's quite interesting. 90% is made of materials that labs were unable to identify. So they cannot identify the material at all. Does that mean they don't know what elements are even inside of it? Or is it just they don't understand the isotopic ratios, how it was created? But that's amazing news. So tests by Russian labs here. So it says multiple labs, corroborated by MUFON's own U.S. lab. Okay, the plot thickens, though, because the story becomes even more compelling as some of the samples sent for additional testing were stolen from an official U.S. post office box shortly after they arrived for retrieval by MUFON investigator Robert Spearing. On top of this, cameras were turned against the wall, inhibiting investigation, although postal workers testify that they delivered the box. Okay, that's interesting. So that's a federal crime. So in the U.S., theft of mail, which includes items from a P.O. box, is a federal offense. And crimes against it are prosecuted under federal law. Theft from a P.O. box can be charged as a felony. The severity of the punishment often depends on the circumstances. So fines, imprisonment for up to 5 years, both fines and imprisonments. Certain factors can increase the severity, including theft of large amounts of money or valuable items. I would say if it is actually alien material and they confirm it's unknown origin materials, I'd say that's pretty valuable. So that's a serious offense. And cameras are turned against the wall. I mean, couldn't you see who turned the cameras against the wall? Weren't the cameras recording? Inhibiting investigation. So inhibiting but not stopping it. This is typical with evidence of this nature. It is. We believe that this material was deliberately taken by someone who could hack into a locked post office box to prevent further testing. Who did it is anybody's guess, stated MUFON Media Relations Director Ron James. So how hard can it be to break into a P.O. box? Basically, they're usually locked, in the U.S. at least, with just a lock and key system. So you would need specialized tools and knowledge how to break a lock, making it difficult for an average person to break in. But yeah, anyone with knowledge on picking a lock could probably break it. But then what about the cameras? There were cameras there, so don't you get camera evidence of who turned the cameras? The evidence that supports this story and others that we will share at the symposium could make this the biggest UFO-related news event of the year. We have physical materials and more evidence of non-human technology, said James. Quite interesting. So I don't even remember a previous media post by MUFON. So they're really going all out here. Seems like they're saying this is a real deal. MUFON, the Mutual UFO Network, is the largest and oldest civilian UFO research organization in the world dedicated to the scientific study of UFOs for the benefit of humanity. MUFON is a worldwide network of like-minded people who care about UAPs. We provide community and resources to the field and are honored to be making a presentation that may move the ball forward, James concluded. So the annual MUFON International Symposium is July 11 to 14, 2024 in Irving, Texas. Sign up to attend this exclusive event in person or via live stream at www.mufonsymposium.com. It's the middle of the night here where I live in Europe, so not sure if I'll live stream it or not, but I'll definitely cover it. It's from their website. The last 20 reports and all media attachments to cases are temporarily unavailable as we are overhauling our database. Thank you. They have a huge database. Chris Mellon has reported over 200,000 cases. That's just an amazing amount of information. Sorry to see that legendary UFO researcher Bruce Maccabee has passed. Wow, exciting stuff. Very interesting. I mean, that would be hard evidence, right? If you had materials that cannot be identified, you don't know the actual origin, how it was created. If no one can say how it was created, would that actually lead to hard evidence of extraterrestrial materials? See what comes out of it. I'll definitely cover it. If you want some more information on UAP materials analysis, this was a great presentation by Garry Nolan at the Soul Foundation Symposium, November 17th to 18th, called The Material Science of UAP. So link is in the description if you want to watch the video. But in this video, Garry Nolan discusses analyzing materials from unidentified aerial phenomena using similar methodologies to those in cancer research. So he is a world-renowned cancer research doctor. In this, focusing on understanding the components and their interactions at a nano-detailed level. So Nolan mentions collaborations with notable figures such as Dave Grush, Jacques Vallée, and Hal Puthoff in this video. He references the historical contributions of Leonard Herzenberg and others in pioneering techniques used in his current research. So if you want more information, he gives several case studies, including one involving materials analyzed at the atomic level, revealing non-uniform distributions and potential industrial processes. So if you can look at the atomic level, you can figure out how it was actually created, the material. Another case involves analyzing a supposed UAP material from the 1950s, showing isotopic anomalies suggesting non-terrestrial origins. So basically, if you have isotopes that are not naturally found on Earth, you don't understand how they were created through mechanical processes, then that could be hard evidence of something that's not from Earth, essentially, non-terrestrial origins. So Nolan's efforts has really been to use advanced laboratory tools to study materials at microscopic and atomic levels, to have a process to actually analyze and ID these UAP materials that people allege that they have. So he emphasizes the importance of using small samples to avoid destroying valuable materials, the potential for future advancements in understanding UAP materials. Nolan proposes creating a Stardust repository. This is for future directions and public collaboration. And also he wants to create a network of scientists to standardize the testing and sharing of UAP materials. He envisions a collaborative effort to further investigate and understand the phenomena, suggesting that public and private cooperation could yield significant insights. I wonder if Garry Nolan was involved in this effort, but MUFON said they have their own US labs. Also interesting, it's in collaboration with Russian labs. So across the Iron Curtain with our alleged enemy, could UAP collaboration actually help improve peace on Earth? I've argued this before, is why are we fighting each other like dumb monkeys when we are surrounded or could be surrounded by many other life forms? Maybe we're much more alike than we are dissimilar. So I think UAP collaboration could undoubtedly bring us closer together. We'll see. Hopefully that's a part of the symposium release. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button. It really helps and it's free. Consider subscribing to get future notifications of when I release videos. And you might like this video recommended by YouTube just for you. If you want to support the channel, join these great people over here, get exclusive bonus content, then click this button here, patreon.com/chrislehto, or become a YouTube member. If you want to continue the discussion, go to UAP Society Discord. Links are all in the description. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.